One of the challenges of doing group work in the context of this unit is we want to make sure that you're actually working with people that you're suited to, right? Because of your interests, your connections, your desired approach to learn, all right? So with 100 people in the room, it's just not physically possible for us to actually efficiently get you into the right groups, okay? And if you just work on the basis of oh, they're my friends, I'll just work with my friends, you're entitled to do that, okay? You'll get a lot less out of the unit as well, all right? So, we've got a small template. First step is to complete the one slide template and complete the questions that are on it, okay? First one's very simple, your name. And then we want you to go off and tell us a little bit about your personal interests. What are the things you're interested in? It could be your hobbies. It could be something to do with your future. It could be something to do with the skill set that you have. Entirely up to you. But what are the things that if you didn't have to go to uni that you'd actually like to go off and do? Or maybe the things that you're contemplating doing after uni. Then we'd like you to think about the extent to which those interest areas relate to particular business contexts. All right? And there could be several different business contexts there. And they may be for profit and they may be for non-profit. I don't mind. The challenge for you in the unit is to contemplate a business context where we can have between 5 and 10 times growth. And so that can be not-for-profit or for-profit. Not a problem with that either. I want you to then think about, having named up some business contexts, what social capital do you have? Who do you know, or how many people do you know? You don't have to name names. How many people do you know that are active in that space that relates to those business contexts? How many people do you know that have very specific expertise related to those business contexts? So they may not be as active there because they may have just retired or they may have left that space, but they've still got some really good knowledge that they could share with you in relation to understanding that context. So that's you, your interests, a business context, and what you could potentially bring to the table. The other thing that we're interested in knowing about is what type of people do you want to work with, all right? Sometimes we want to work with people who are as equally motivated. Sometimes we want to work with people who are as equally chilled out and pretty relaxed about the process, all right? So tell us, what's the dream team? What does it look like for you? And what would be your expectations of those people in terms of, do they come to all the meetings? Do they have an equal share of the work? What's the perfect way that you see group work actually occurring? And how do you want to work with those people, right? In terms of, you want to do it face to face? Do you want to do it online? Do you want to do a combination? Give us a bit of a sense for how group work works for you. Now, once you've answered those questions, you can elaborate. You've got a 3-minute window, up to 3 minutes. Some people may just take a minute, but you've got up to 3 minutes. You can either leave a little URL under your name, which would take us through to a YouTube clip. And when you upload that, make sure it's an unlisted video. That way it's not there for everyone else to see, but it's not private, and so therefore people can, who have access to the URL, will be able to see it. And tell us a little bit more, go into a bit more depth. You've only got so many words. It's really just the key highlights that you're going to be writing on this single PowerPoint slide. Or you could add some narration to your slides. So if you, in PowerPoint, if you just add narration to the slide, and you could add up to 3 minutes of narration. Once you've done that, just simply go into Review and upload the slide in Review, okay? Then what I'll do is I'll collate all the 100 or so slides into one deck of slides, and I'll put those onto Blackboard for you. And then before we meet for week 2 and for week 3, you'll be able to work your way through and you actually be able to look at who is in this class with you. What are their interests? What would they like to have a focus on? How would they like to operate in a group? Find the people that you think are going to be in the right space for you. So that's the process, okay? If you're unsure about anything, there's the phone number. just call me, just contact me or send me an email and we can have a chat. All the best.